here, saving lives and taking names.
God for allowing us to see another dawn.
I don't know him, but he seems like such a nice man.
You look like you're enjoying yourself. Good book?
It's my journal. I've written in it for years. I read through it every day. Reminds me of the past. I'm retired, so I have plenty of time on my hands.
Those are all yours? Every single one?
I've been writing for 500 years now. That adds up, you know. The memories. I've experienced so much in those years. I've really led a great life. Nowadays, I find joy in reading about the past and enjoying freshly baked delicious muffins. That's all a simple man like me really needs.
The simple pleasures in life for a simple man.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, speaking of freshly baked muffins.
Fresh out of the oven, just the way you like them.
Excellent. Thank you very much, young man.
You say that to me every day. Change it up a little, will ya?
Oh, I'll think of something different for you tomorrow. Let me see here. There you go.
Thanks. See ya.
Marlin bakes the most mouth-watering muffins. They're exquisite. He even delivers them to me here personally every day.
That's nice. You two seem like you're old friends.
Well, I'd like to think we're more than that. Talking to him always cheers me up. I've never had a family of my own. To me, that friendly boy who brings me muffins every day is like the son I never had.
Great memories, great food, and great friends. What more do you need? Looks like you're all set.
Indeed I am. I know we don't have much longer in this world, but even if everything ends tomorrow, I'll have no regrets. Well, except for one little thing. It's about these journals. Well, I'm afraid I lost the first one some time ago. It chronicles the first 50 years of my life. 50 years.
You want it back, of course.
Yes, I do. I don't suppose I could ask. Well, do you think you could look around for it?
Do you remember touch of the wind on you? Softer than whisper.
Sure, why not? I'll take a look. How will I know it's yours?
My name is written on the cover. I don't think you should have any problems recognizing it. Oh, and I'd like to ask you not to read it if you find it. Not to say my life has been all that exciting.
Of course. It'll be tricky to find, though. Is there anything else that might help? Do you remember where or when you lost it?
Well, it's a bit of a long shot, but I may have donated it with some of my old books by mistake a long time ago. If memory serves, they went to a woman named Mitka. She runs a secondhand shop, or used to. I'm afraid I don't know where she is now, or what she's doing.
Oh no, it seems I've gotten lost. those dangerous heretics, but we're still on guard.
Weird. Numbers God watch over all of us.
Release those mad
I'm looking for a woman who used to own a bookstore in these parts. She also goes by the name Mitka.
Well, my name is Mitka, and I ran a bookshop once back in the day, but that was over 200 years ago. Are you certain I'm the one you're looking for?
I'm not, but maybe you can help me. Listen, I know it's been a while, but I was wondering if you remember a man named Ranulph.
Ah, yes, I remember him. Gosh, that was a long time ago. Who are you anyway? What do you want with him?
He's the one who found me, really. He asked me to track down an old journal of his for him.
He did? That's a strange request. And what is he up to these days?
Eating muffins and reading his books. That's about it, really.
Oh. So, why are you helping him, if you don't mind my asking?
It's what I do, that's all.
Oh. Are you one of those people who does charity work?
Call it what you will. So, can you help me out?
All I can tell you is that I've never handled his journal, but I do know a thing or two about his past. But none of that is for me to divulge. If you want the truth, you need to find out for yourself.
I plan to. I just don't know where to start.
Head to the part of the city they call the Warren. Once there, seek out the man with no name.
Right. Hope there's only one of them, or that's gonna be rather difficult.
Oh, not to worry. You'll find him. But I urge you to be very, very careful. What you're doing is admirable, but it might not be what he really needs.
Morning!
I'll bet she's a strong.
Let today be a good day.
She sent me to. Hey, morning. Is that an ancient? You have to remember me.
The train will leave shortly.
the fools.
She looks so delicate. You can defeat me? She sent me to another realm. You, our wealthy client. The seeds you're collecting, they're no ordinary seeds. Some people like to call them the seeds of life. The brightly shining little suckers got some spark to them. I tell you, they're alive. Those little critters are the ones who are almost born into this, and... you know what? Never mind. Why am I telling you this anyway? A good seed hunter prioritizes collecting soul seeds. Care to prove your worth? I'm thankful. Is that an ancient priestess's costume?
Didn't get
go ahead and board.
My hobby is visiting zoos. This place is like a dream come true.
It doesn't look like anyone's wishes made it to the board. Could it be broken? I'm so happy Saz found his smile again. I can take a little credit for it, right? Or a lot of credit? Or all the credit?
Hey! My fine selection of abilities. Come in and rest your heels.
Damn it. It was all my fault. I know you. You're that new bandit everyone's talking about, aren't you?
Well, I don't listen to rumors.
Ooh, look at little Miss Antisocial. Well, I'm Jameis, former bandit.
Former?
Sure, now I'm just a useless sponge soaked in booze. I drink a whole ocean of chaos if it drown my sorrows. I've been away from the desert for a while now, but I came right back when I heard about you, girlie.
And what do I have to do with anything?
Sit back and let me tell you the tale about my days as a greedy bandit. I'd do anything. I'd pick a ruin clean and then go right back out for more. Even someone like me had a family. We may not have been related by blood, but my kids loved me like I was the greatest. But 156 years ago, on a day I can't forget, a day I don't want to remember!
Then don't. No one's asking you to.
Hold on, please. I've come all this way. At least hear me out. That day I had taken the kids with me to the ruins. It was just a regular day of exploration, until those damn skeletons appeared. There wasn't time to get the kids away. The only ones who survived
Was you. So you've been blaming yourself? And plotting your vengeance? Is that it?
You overestimate a drunk like me. You think a washed-up loser like me has the guts to seek vengeance? I just turned tail and ran away, straight into a bottle. All I could do was hate those skeletons from afar.
Yet you came back to the desert now. All because you heard about me joining the gang?
I did. You managed to open the seals that no one else has been able to do a thing about. When I heard that, I knew that if anyone could help me, it was you, so I came back. I've got to ask you a favor. I know you don't owe me a thing, but you're the only one I can ask. I'll get down and beg you, just please. Please, destroy every last one of those skeleton bastards. Wipe them off the face of the world. I'll never rest easy until I know that they're gone!
You couldn't save the children, but you think this might help.
I know it's too much to ask a stranger, and I can't give you much in return, but...
Never mind that. It won't be easy, though. You'd better be ready for a wait.
I'll repay you somehow for this. I'll wait however long it takes. It'll be nothing compared to the past 156 years.
The revenge you always wanted is complete. I destroyed every last one of the skeletons that got your kids.
You did it! You got revenge for me! Thank you! I knew you were the right person to ask.
Do you feel better now?
Yes. I suppose I do. But it's still not the same as having my kids back with me.
That's the way revenge goes.
Yeah, you're probably right. But at least it saved me from pickling myself to death.
You're done grieving?
I'll never stop grieving. But I feel like I can face the grief head-on now. I don't want to be living in a bottle when the world ends. I'm gonna go visit their grave and tell my kids about this. I can't do much more to thank you, but at least take this.
You found the remains for me. I'm sure they're glad to be out of that dark hole, too. Thank you for setting them free.
Wait till the fools get drunk, then relieve them of their fines. That's what I call treasure hunting.
For myself, I'd really like to uncover some treasure that no one's ever seen before.
My father is very successful in Yusnan, and I've lived my whole life without wanting for anything. Do you think there's any kind of treasure here that could still impress someone like me?
You think I should just use that warp machine to get to the ruins? It won't suck out my soul or nothing, right?
More and more new bandits are crawling out of the woodwork. Maybe I ought to give them a good scare.
We'll hold down the fort.
Are you taking the train?
Those dangerous heretics.
The freight train's running late?
Hey, are you ready to tell me more about your friend? His story's pretty intriguing.
Oh, you're back. I knew you couldn't stay away forever. I wager you're dying to hear the rest of my friend's story. Now, where were we? Oh, right. He'd gotten transferred to a department that handled big stories and was given a huge one himself. It was a bribery case in Yusnan. The woman suspected of the crime held quite a high position in the order.
Corruption at the very top of the church hierarchy, huh? Sounds like a pretty big story, all right.
It was indeed. Quite scandalous, actually. My friend pursued the case with a vengeance and published articles about it every day to keep the public informed of the facts. The woman was subjected to heavy criticism. A little too much, in fact. Turns out my friend was right about one thing. The saying is true. The pen is mightier than the sword. Unable to cope, she killed herself.
That must have been tragic for your friend. But he simply told the truth, that's all.
Well, the real tragedy is what followed. Shortly after her death, a document was uncovered. This document provided invaluable evidence in the case. It exonerated her of her crime. She was innocent.
So the articles written by your friend drove an innocent person to take her own life?
Yes, and he couldn't bear such a burden. I mean, who could? I'll have to tell you the rest of the story at another time.
The foodstuffs don't go over there.
Chaos in the warehouses?
But at least those horrifying murders have finally stopped.
I'll bet she's as strong. The fresh produce and meat.
Where's she from?
Luke is particular. She doesn't Go ahead and board the train.
There's a popular theater in Houston. Only the well-heeled can afford to watch the shows.
Chocoboco?
Chocobocolina! So, how's that quest coming along, Sonny?
Chocoboco! You have such a kind heart for helping someone you... Ah! I don't know how you do it, but here, take this! Chocobocolina! I'm a splendiferous... I hope you keep rent. Every morning I rise. Thank you for everything. The flower's safe too. I believe in quality. Hello there. Thank you very much.
Do you have any potions? Hey there! Safe travels.
Hi.
Come back again soon.
Welcome, Trav. I checked the lodgings. Visit any time.
Would you like some?
The greens I pick up at Canopus Farms are absolutely delicious.
Thank you.
I haven't given up. Don't worry.
It's all thanks to you and...
He's been a difficult man to...
See something?
officer.
He said something about Cardesia that sounds like a woman's name. Cardesia. I know her. That's the apothecary in the
I can't take this curse.
Do you need a cure?
I ran across a man in Polta who was calling out your name. He seemed ill. I don't suppose you know him.
What? You ran into Taylor? He was in a bad state, wasn't he? Remember the medicine I had you gather ingredients for? I didn't tell you, but it's for him.
You haven't given it to him?
Not yet, but I have a reason. You see, the problem with this medicine is that it only works immediately after it's been concocted. I thought of heading to Polta with the ingredients and brewing it there, but unfortunately the village doesn't have the facilities or equipment I need.
So you're saying that you can only make it here, but at the same time he needs to take it soon after it's made. If you want, it's definitely worth giving it a shot. I might make it in time on my chocobo.
What? You would do that for me?
I can't promise I'll get there fast enough, but if you're willing to try, so am I. Can you mix up a batch now?
Of course I can. If you'll just give me a minute, I'll prepare some right away. I'll bet my reputation that I can fix that curse.
Curse? I thought he had some kind of illness.
It's a curse. We've got lots of useful stones.
Who are you?
Cardesia sent me. Here, she brewed this for you.
Did you say Cardesia? Oh, finally. I can say goodbye to this cursed life. You don't know how relieved I am.
Just hush and drink it down.
Please, can you tip it toward my mouth so I might have a sip? The goddess is waiting for me.
What do you mean?
Never mind that. Please, I just need a little taste. I've been waiting so long for this. What? Oh, why am I still alive? Is this not poison?
Poison? No, it's medicine.
She didn't tell you anything, did she? Cardesia has felt nothing but hatred toward me all these years. And why wouldn't she? I killed the love of her life. So I told her, if she ever wanted to have her revenge, all she would need to do is to conjure up some poisonous brew and hand it to me. When you approached me with the concoction, I thought it was finally my time to die. If taste could kill, I'd be dead in a second. But this poison has no effect on me. She must be losing her touch.
Why are you so convinced that she was trying to poison you? Maybe the medicine is what she said it was, something to lift the curse from you.
Nope, no way. I've lived a long, long life. There's no way Cardesia would help me see more days. Not after what I did to her. Or perhaps her plan isn't to kill me, but to keep me alive so I can live with the guilt of my deeds. What do you think?
How would I know? All I can say is this. After taking her medicine, you're looking less pale. You seem to be breathing a lot easier, and your pain has gone. Am I wrong?
Huh? Well, now that you mention it, I wish I knew what was going on inside her head. Why would she forgive me? I killed someone she loved. I thought that drinking this concoction would put us both out of our misery. It was supposed to kill me and bring her peace, knowing she had avenged his death.
If you really want to die, no one's stopping you. But you're still here, which would suggest to me there must have been a reason for you to keep going. You've spent years with this burden of a curse. It must have been harder to live than die, but you did choose life. Maybe you were hoping Cardesia would try to kill you. That way you'd escape the pain. But not only that, you'd be free of your guilt. And that would be the only way that she could forgive you. But things have changed. She let you live with the pain, but now she's saved you. I think that means she's letting go of the past.
That's not possible. How could she? Oh, what have I done? Cardesia, my old friend, will you ever be able to forgive me? I beg of you.
How long?
I'd wager about half a day.
Let's do this, Odin! Odin, back me up!
Well, it's true what they say.
You're no match for us. May the winds of peace come.
Can't be right.
Odin, back me up!
Did you come from Canopus Farm? It's been weeks since we ate a breakfast.
Lighten up, brighten up.
Wait till you see what everyone's counting.
I hope you keep...
This here is Wildlands. Here for the train.
Sorry for anyone who doesn't get a chance to see her.
But at least those horrifying murders have finally stopped.
Go ahead and board the train.
Savior, were you going to volunteer to help me?
Why don't we go work with the volunteers? We're trying to make you
My life may be in danger, but
We need to show the tourists.
I want to wish everyone.
Altogether, there are 4.
Seeing people smile and come together is better than any tourist attraction.
Welcome! These are our big sellers. You're a lucky lady. We sell these things as fast as we can stock them. Sorry, lady, but you're too late. I just sold my last one. If only you'd gotten here earlier. We're not expecting any more deliveries today. Sorry.
I look forward to the day when I get...
The divine statue was broken. My neighbor was raving about it.
I want dessert. The city isn't safe anymore.
You look really upset.
Yeah, bet you can't guess why.
Don't tell me. You were dumped.
No. I mean, yeah, I guess so, pretty much. We were supposed to go on a date. It was set. I made us a reservation at the Banquet of the Lord. Do you know how hard that was to get?
Being stood up is never fun.
Yeah. Now I've got to cancel it. I can't go alone. Unless, that is, you want to go? Then it wouldn't be a total waste, would it?
Wow, how could I say no?
I know. I'm not good at talking to women. I just wanted to sit and watch the fireworks together. My girl looking gorgeous in her best dress, the colorful lights reflected in her eyes.
Did you just get asked out on a date? You're not really going, are you?
He wasn't serious.
I hope you can make...
That's really his problem, not mine. I'm not obligated to keep him.
Are you taking the train?
None?
I hear that the heretics all worship.
Come back later.
Summon me.
This is a nice place to live.
I get hungry even when I'm sick. I want to eat something.
I feel sorry for anyone who doesn't get a chance to see her.
Hi there. You're back. Do you want to buy some tears? I should warn you, though, I had to raise the price a little.
Explain to me why I should have to pay more than before.
Are you questioning the market value of my tears? They're special. Only for special people.
All right. You've talked yourself up quite a bit. Well, show me what you've got.
No, I can't. Not for you.
You've certainly got a knack for testing my patience.
Since you already gave me your money, I'll tell you a big secret instead. Do you know how I cry for people? Can you imagine the things I think of?
Something sad, like your pointless existence?
No, Miss Smarty Pants. I don't think of anything. I just empty my head. Then, like magic, the tears come.
So, you're a born fraud.
You mean actress. I had a great mentor.
Who was that?
My acting coach. He's the one who taught me to become one with my role. Without him, I'd have gone nowhere. Master that, and the acting would come naturally. He taught me everything I know. This might seem silly, but I kept acting to spend time with him.
You really cared for him.
I loved him. I wanted to be with him for the rest of my life. But look at me. Even though we spent decades together, he never stopped treating me like a child. Who can blame him, really? He died some time ago in an accident. I didn't have the heart to keep acting after that. I just couldn't. Without him watching my performance, it all seemed so pointless.
So that's why you quit.
I thought it was time. I went through a few things after that, nothing I'll bore you with. And now I'm here, selling my tears. So this is my calling.
That's an optimistic way to look at things. But I have to ask, doesn't the past make you cry?
Tears dry up, you know. I cried every day for 100 years after he passed away. But not anymore. I can cry to keep my business going, but that's something completely different. And that's enough talk for today.